Hello everybody, Aaron the Nintintrovert here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing some Super Mario Galaxy 2, which is finally released on Switch after years and years of it strangely not being on there. It wasn't available in the Mario 3D All-Stars collection that came out 5 years ago, but it's here now. I couldn't be more excited. My bowels are bursting in anticipation to replay Super Mario Galaxy because it's been many a year. So let's just hop right into it. And I'm going to be playing with the detached Joy Cons. And honestly, now that I think about it, this is one of the very few times since I got my Switch 2 that I'm actually playing this way. So that'll be interesting. I guess the volume is okay. Let's see. We'll see more once we actually get into the game. Create a new game file. Yes, please. I do feel like the pointer controls are better on Switch 2. Regular mode, please. Because yeah, on the Switch 1, they would use gyro to try to kind of like replicate the IR sensor technology that was in the on the Wii. You know, where you had the sensor bar in front of the TV and everything. But you would have some drift, so it wasn't always the most elegant solution. You'd have to constantly recalibrate. But with the Joy-Cons, I feel like that's not as much of an issue with the Joy-Con 2 controller, I should say. Anyway, now let me tell you a news story that also begins with stardust. Shimmering stardust falls on the Mushroom Kingdom once a century. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Sorry. The time had come again. Oh, I thought she read the whole thing out. I guess not. Would you like to share some cake while we watch the shooting stars? Meet me at the castle. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach. Alright, here we go. Into the gameplay. But yeah, I've not played this game in a hot minute. This is like in my top 5 favorite games of all time. I absolutely adore Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Um, but, uh, but yeah, I've been wanting to play this game on the channel, but I really didn't want to have to dig out the old Wii U and hook that up. So now I don't have to worry about that because it's here on the Switch now. The Wii U is becoming more and more redundant with each passing day, which is great because that system kind of sucked. But anyway, um, yeah, this even though it's one of my favorite games, I've played it probably less than a lot of other 3D Mario games just by virtue of the fact that it's not been easily accessible on modern hardware until now. It's just been stuck on the Wii and Wii U. The strange little fellow seemed confused. Was he lost? He seemed to take a shine to Mario. Now, how did he fit in my hat? He was way larger than my hat. Mario's cap filled with warmth as he felt a new power surging through. Oh, God, is he peeing on me? Is he peeing on my head? Is that why I feel a warm spot? Guess we can shake the spin. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn the audio up a little bit. Bear with me for just 1 second here. I had it turned down while we were playing Pac-Man World 2 Repack. I'll have to remember to adjust it when we go back to that game. Let's try that. I turned it up about 5 decibels here. Hopefully that is a little bit better. I'll keep going, and I'll check it periodically and see how the wavelengths are looking in OBS here. Aw, shoot. It's Big Daddy Bowser himself. We're just jumping straight into it. It's Bowser's Fury all over again. This game looks very pretty. Just the colors really pop, like on an OLED display, like I'm viewing it on.
You're too late, Mario. The power of the stars is already mine, and look what else I got.
Help me! I should have been Bowser's voice actor. Forget Jack Black.
I'm huge.
That's what he said.
Even scarier up close, huh?
That's also what he said. Jack Black, I mean. Anyway, I never realized until the Mario movie where Bowser comments on it that Peach's bangs are supposed to be shaped like a heart.
Maybe I'll have Peach bake me something for once. I sure could go for a galaxy-sized slice of cake right now.
Surprised they didn't change that line or something for it being too misogynistic in the year 2025.
I'm way too huge for this puny planet. I deserve an empire that's more me size. And I'll put it in the center of the universe. Have fun with your stupid mushrooms.
That's what he said to his drug addict friend. Alright, so that happened. Get Toad running around. Stay calm, stay calm! What do we do? You must save Princess Peach! Mario! Mario, where did that monster come from? He took your princess to the center of the universe. You must hurry and save her. I don't know what voice I'm giving these Lumas here. Oh, Master Luma! Young Master Luma, did you get thrown overboard too? Good thing you're safe. Now I just sound like Mort from... First I was like Cosmo. Hey, Timmy, it's me, Cosmo. Now I've turned into like friggin' Mort from the Madagascar movies. Oh, King Julian, let me touch the royal feet. Oh, I see you're going to stay in Mario's cap. That should be safe for now. But Mario, you have other things to worry about, like saving the princess. But how? I know with young Master Luma's help, you can use the power of the stars, and we Lumas can have a little too. I don't know what this voice is. Thanks for saving your friends, and you're just supposed to get that monster. Let's go after them. Alright. Let's do it. But yeah, I've probably not played this game in like... I don't know. If I had to take a guess, the last time I did a full playthrough of this game, it would have been before the Nintendo Switch came out. So, I don't know. Maybe like 2015 or something if I had to take a guess, which would be 10 years, which is kind of insane. Our power stars, they're gone. Some gigantic monster stole them. If we're going after that monster, you might see our power stars out there too. Yeah, we played the first game already. We know what to do here. Hello. Okay. Technically, I don't think I was supposed to get up here this way. Yeah, this fruit has nothing to offer me, apparently. Got some friends right now. Sorry if I missed you. Yoshi, thanks for leaving the handy little, voicemail. I don't know. I don't know what you'd call that. Alright, we'll get through this the intended way, I say, as I backflip over the fence, which I'm pretty sure is also not what we're supposed to do. But yeah, the game is, it's 4K, I believe, on Switch 2. It definitely looks a lot sharper than it did back in the day. And again, playing it on an OLED, the colors are really vibrant, they really pop. But on the whole, it is more or less just the Wii game. Just kind of an enhanced port on modern hardware, which is fine. That's okay. Yeah, it... some things I think are a little bit off, maybe, like the shadows with the high resolution. You can really tell how they kind of don't seamlessly blend into each other very well. They did rework some of the textures. It's all the same character models. You know, they didn't add any extra polygons or anything to that. But yeah, some of the textures, like the ground here, looks pretty nice. They've definitely touched that up here and there, so that's good. But otherwise, for the most part, pretty much just a bare-bones port. They did add, I believe, a new storybook. It gives the game a little bit of extra lore. So that's pretty neat and exciting in terms of what it means for the future of the Mario franchise and just Nintendo in general, because they've always been so, like, anti-story. Yeah, I meant to do, like, a video or, like, a podcast or something, like, just talking about the implications of the new storybook that's in this game, because got an extra life, yeah. So if you don't already know, in Super Mario Galaxy, the first one, there's this thing called Rosalina's Storybook, where periodically throughout the game you can go into the library and Rosalina will read a story about herself as a child that kind of gives you some lore, some backstory on her. And I think it's kind of one of the reasons why Rosalina went on to become such a beloved character, because you got a lot more characterization with her than you typically get in a Mario game in terms of just, like, you know, an origin story and all that stuff. But that wasn't really intended to be there. Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Mario, always had a very staunch kind of anti-story stance in video games. He thought that the main focus should always just be on the gameplay, which I understand to an extent. Because you've got some games that come out nowadays that just have like hours worth of cutscenes to the point where it's longer than a movie, and at that point it's like, well, why didn't you just make this into a movie? Do we really need this many cutscenes? But yeah, so the lead developer of Super Mario Galaxy was a guy named Yoshiaki Koizumi, who is the face of a lot of Nintendo Directs. He was kind of the host of the most recent one, and yeah, so he directed Mario Galaxy, and he kind of like snuck in Rosalina's storybook, kind of like behind Miyamoto's back. It was something he was very passionate about putting into the game, despite Miyamoto's negative stance regarding story. And yeah, so he like worked on it. I believe he might have done like all the illustrations and everything himself. He worked on this like in his like off hours when he was like off the clock, and basically snuck it into the game. But then with the sequel, Mario Galaxy 2, which we're playing right now, Miyamoto was interviewed about it, and he said that this time there would be no story. He made sure not to let Koizumi get by with sneaking a character backstory into the game again like he did the first time around. But flash forward several years later, now that this game's getting a remake like 15 years later, and they've put it back, they've put it in a brand new one. So even more lore. Miyamoto even spent some time talking about the storybook in the latest direct and how it's being made into a physical product. So it just really shows how his stance and Nintendo's stance in general has changed over the years regarding story in games, which I think is really exciting. Again, I don't think that like every game needs to have like hours worth of cutscenes or anything. But still, there's a lot of like just little ways that you can expand the lore, and I'm really glad that they're biting the bullet and they're more willing to do that now. And I was also so happy because I remember reading not that long ago that Yoshiaki Koizumi, when he wrote the storybook for Rosalina for the first Mario Galaxy game, he commented on how he would love to see that like actually turned into a real children's book someday. So I'm really happy for him that that's actually becoming a reality, because he got to announce that in the direct that it would be a collectible item. So I think that's awesome for him. I don't know that it's anything I'm necessarily dying to pick up, but I do think that's really, really cool that Nintendo's kind of honoring his wish there. He's been with the company long enough. I think he deserves enough seniority now to get to do that. But yeah, Yoshiaki Koizumi, he's awesome. He's probably my favorite living person at Nintendo. He embodies a lot of that same energy that Satoru Iwata had that was so great before he passed away. Got it! Pretty easy first boss fight here, but it's to be expected. Oh, it's not done yet, actually. My bad. See, I forgot. That's how long it's been since I played this game. Gotta crack his shell again. Gotta get him to expose that booty. Ow. It's kind of cruel when you think about it. I mean, we just hatched this thing, and, like, its instincts, of course, it's naturally gonna, like, fight for survival. And we're just killing it. Pretty messed up when you really think about it. But yeah, I'd say the fight's a bit easier than the Dino Piranha fight from, which is like the first stage in the original Mario Galaxy. Which neither of them's really all that hard. But we did it! We beat him! But yeah, Yoshiaki Koizumi, he also did the story for Link's Awakening, which is very heavily regarded, which is like the Windfish Egg and like, the whole dreamlike nature of that game, just very surreal, very weird. He does a lot of that. He's injected a lot of cool story elements into games that otherwise wouldn't have had them if not for him. So, big fan of that guy. Would kind of like to see him become the new president of the company someday. I think he'd be a good successor to Iwata. But we did it. We got our first star.
So,
Now, I don't know what voice to give this guy here. So this is Lubba, this big purple thing here. A lot of people compared him to Patrick Star back in the day.
so I could do like a Patrick voice. So you're the Mario guy. My little Lumas won't stop blabbing about him, alright?
But apparently, they never said this in the original game. But with that new storybook they added in this one, from what I've heard, apparently Lubba's actually a woman. Yeah, to quote Danny DeVito was the Lorax. That's a woman? Um, but yeah, so apparently we've been misgendering Lubba for the past like 15 years, but I don't know. If it's a woman, then she should probably have like a top, so she's not just letting her stuff just hang out. But yeah, what do I know? Maybe I'm uh, being part of the problem here in objectifying poor Lubba here, telling her that she needs to cover herself. I'm reinforcing the patriarchy is what am I doing? What am I even talking about here? I'm just gonna keep going with the Bowser voice for right now. I mean, I saw the Bowser thing, the Patrick Star voice.
Sorry to hear about the excitement you had with that monster down in the Mushroom Kingdom. I sure appreciate you bringing us this Power Star, though. We need as many of these as we can get. The name's Lubba, by the way. I'm the head honcho of this Luma crew.
See, even when he talks, like that's a man making those sounds, right? Where he's like Joel, like that's a dude voice. I'm pretty sure, but whatever.
See, believe it or not, we're on a spaceship right now. Took some real elbow grease to convert this little planetoid into a ship, but we Lumas pulled it off. May not look like much, but it's home. Truth be told, the ship, she's not in such hot shape right now. We ran into that monster too. He blasted us with meteors, and some of my crew were thrown overboard.
So,
So that monster kidnapped your princess, eh? That's cold. Deep space cold, if you ask me. You know what else is cold? That monster stealing every last one of our power stars. See, that's our fuel. Our spaceship runs on energy from stars. Without that, we're stranded here. Heyo! is that young Master Luma? It is, isn't it? Wow. Well, if you have the trust of young Master Luma, say, I just might have a little proposition for you.
now correct me if I'm wrong, but never have I ever heard a girl say "Ayo." If you have, let me know. Um. Anyway,
Hear me out now. Your special someone got kidnapped and now you gotta save her, am I right?
what is this like non-option? We got that's right and yes. Yes.
Fred Fredberger, yes! And we need fuel for our ship. Now, if you think you could get some of our stars back for us, I'd be willing to make this ship your very own for a bit. That's a fair exchange, am I right, Mario?
Yes. Again with the lack of options.
Alright, it's a deal. Okay, gang.
Okay, gang, let's split up and look for clues.
Let's get cracking, yeah? What everything spaceship shape.
Focus your energy, everybody. We've got to make a spirit bomb. Wow, we did it. It's Mario's face on a planetoid. Lubba's crew rebuilt the spaceship to look just like Mario. Sorry, I had a stroke and turned into Porky Pig for a second there.
Well, what do you think? Nice spaceship, yeah? More like a face ship. Har har.
See, you can't tell me Lubba's a woman when she's out here cracking dad jokes. That ain't a mom joke.
At least you never lose it in a parking lot, am I right? Har har.
Okay, that's enough, Lubba. Just take it down a notch, please.
So what's next? Don't look at me. This ship has your face on it, not mine. The decision is yours. Feel free to explore Starship Mario, or take the hell if you're ready to ship out. It's your call, Captain.
Alright, let's do it. We're shipping out. There's not really anything to explore in this little hub area, to be honest, so we're just gonna head on out. Loa did a little backflip there. Whee! Let's go! Yahoo! Okie dokie!
So this is the world map. Just point your destination. Just everything else.
Yeah, okay. Tutorial stuff. We don't really need to see all this. We'll go back to this first one here and get the remaining star. In Galaxy 1, I think most um, levels had like 3 star missions that you could get. In this game, I believe it's just 2, if I'm not mistaken. But you do kind of get more galaxies to accommodate for that, so a little bit less of just like repurposing the same level, which is kind of nice. So you got more variety in there. You got little chain chomp pups. Is it animal cruelty to kill them? Yeah, I feel kind of bad about that. They're just going along, minding their own business, just barking all chipperly. Is that a word, chipperly? Oh, I love this music. Oh, come on. Can't carry a tune worth crap, just ignore that. The song itself, pretty good. The Mario Galaxy games have some of the best soundtracks of all time. Okay, that's enough killing those things. Let's just keep going. I like this part. Didn't even mean to kill that guy. I was just trying to conduct a little orchestra, but it worked out. Alright. Let's bust open these chests here. I'm just now noticing for the first time, so the game has the same sort of camera that kind of turns like so many degrees each time you tap it. Some people saw from like the trailers and stuff and screenshots, they didn't know if maybe, because the game had like, there were some screenshots that were different camera angles that you can't replicate in the actual game. So some people thought like maybe they remastered it to have like full 360 degree camera control. That does not appear to be the case, unfortunately. I would have really liked to have seen that, but oh well. Okay, we got a star. I don't know how much good it's going to do now that we've already killed most of these guys, but hey, I'm red. You're going to see me flailing my arms around a lot, because this game, this was a Wii game at the end of the day, so, you know, it is what it is. A lot of waggling. Oh, we got another one. Oh. What? There we go. Takes a minute to build up speed with this thing. Jeez Louise. Oh, back here. There. As many star bits as we can get. Because they are pretty important. Collecting star bits is very integral to this game. Because we can trade them in. There will be some hungry Lumas that we have to feed a bunch of star bits to in order to... why is he not? There we go. He wasn't wanting to move there for some reason. Oh, that's my train of thought. Yeah, we got to feed these hungry Lumas, and they will open up new levels for us to explore as we progress through the game, which is always nice. So yeah, in some cases, these things are like morbidly obese, and they want like thousands of star bits. So we're gonna have to make sure that we collect plenty on our quest here. We'll just, we don't really need that extra life down there. Whatever, who needs it? But I will take these. Thanks. Now, I don't know. I guess in this version we keep our lives when the game resets. I know back on the Wii that was kind of an annoying thing where when you turn the power off, your lives did not save, so you just went back to having 4. So, yeah, I don't know if that's the case here or not, but I guess we'll find out. Whee! You'd think that would, like, kill Mario. The force of being shot out of that so hard that his skull breaks through the glass. Stepping on all these platforms here. Stepping on the beach. Doo, 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 doo. Stepping on the beach. Doo, doo, doo. Ow. Okay, well, we already had our first death. I tried to backflip, and he didn't backflip for some reason. Maybe we need those lives after all. Okay. Sorry, let's do it again. At least we literally got a 1-up right there. Have we only gotten 1 star, and we already have, like, 22 lives or something like that? Watch out! Boop! Uh-oh. Well, we got these little Cosmic Mario clones that follow our every step here. These things are kind of freaky. A lot of other games have kind of done that since. Other Mario games, like Mario 3D Land did that, but also Rayman Legends has some levels like that where you gotta run away from a shadow Rayman who copies all your movements. You gotta be very careful not to go back over, not to like retread your steps to where you'll run into them. Let's get a couple of these bullet bills here, get some star bits. We won't do a whole lot. We'll just do like 2 of them. Yeah. These things are like, I don't know what these are, little green balloon thingies we're smacking. Little punching bags. Boogers. They kind of remind me of like white grapes. Let's kill that guy. Grab Lecky. There's our 2nd star. Oh dear. Woohoo! Nice. 2 stars down. I don't know if I'm going to 100% this game on the channel. Part of that might just depend on the viewership. If this series ends up being pretty popular, then we may very well do that, and if not, then we might not. I do want to get at least all like 120 or 121 like base stars, however many there are. But as far as the post-game green stars that we get, I don't know if that would be worth doing on the channel or not, because it's not really new levels. It's just kind of, it adds them into old levels. But anyway.
Wish I could give you more help than just cheering from the sidelines. You know, you can select co-star mode from the plus.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Whatever. Yeah, and the mouse controls do not work for this. I've heard that apparently they do, but only in co-op, which is really strange. I don't understand why you can't use mouse controls single player. But whatever, it is what it is. Anyway, let's make our way on to the next galaxy, the Yoshi Star Galaxy. You're gonna be a star, baby! Saddle up with Yoshi. I like saddling. Up is one of my favorite directions. There's a Magic Koopa. It's a Kamek there guarding the Yoshi egg. Let's kill him. And people want to say giants never walked among the earth. Look at that. If that isn't archaeological proof right there, I don't know what is. Come here, Kamek. So salty that they put him in Mario Kart finally in 8 Deluxe with Booster Course Pass, only to just yank him away from us all over again. How could Nintendo do that? Especially when they added like so many other random enemies into the game. Like, come on, Nintendo, why you gotta be like that? They better bring back my boy Kamek in a future update's all I'm saying. Yoshi hatched from the egg. You saved me. I was trying to save my friends, but then I got turned into an egg and trapped. I know, we should team up. Come on, hop on my back. I don't know what kind of Yoshi voice that is, but... Now, what button do I press on Switch to use his tongue? I guess they'll tell us that. Because I'm really not sure. Okay, so ZR works. Yeah. Okay, kill. It's what I assumed, but I don't know. Because before it was B, the B button was like on the back of the Wii remote. But yeah, obviously we don't have Wii remotes now. We've got Joy-Con. There is a glitch in this game. I don't think that they would have patched it. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. It's the Infinite Yoshi Glide glitch. So Yoshi's got this little flutter jump he can do, right, where he kicks his legs and gets a little extra airtime. But there's a way that if you crouch, it resets it, and you can just continuously do it. So let's see if I remember how to do it. Yeah, there we go. We're doing it. Oh, yeah. Very easy glitch to pull off. It's kind of surprising they didn't catch that. But yeah, you can... It's essentially like using like a moon jump code on like Game Shark or like an Action Replay or whatever. But yeah, you can get to some pretty crazy out-of-bounds places that you're not supposed to be able to access with this thing. We might use it here to get up to the volcano. Because I don't think we're supposed to be able to. But through the magic of poor debug testing, anything's possible. Alright, let's do this thing real quick. Just eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Da, 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 da. Nice. Kill. Alright. Let's go murder these guys. Alright. I am finding myself having to recalibrate a little bit more than I would like. I still feel like it's better. I'm really not gaining any altitude here. Maybe they made it where you can't. I don't know. Oh, here we go. I think we're doing it. Can we get up to the volcano? Into the crater? Come on. But yeah, I was kind of hoping for Switch 2. I think what would have been an elegant solution is because the Switch 1 Joy-Con already had like a gyro sensor, or not a gyro sensor, an IR camera in the bottom of the right analog stick. I feel like they could have just, or the right Joy-Con, I mean. Check it out, we're out of bounds. Somewhere we're not supposed to be. Alright, let's get back down there. Yeah, what I feel like they could have done for Switch 2, because like that IR sensor was like hardly ever used in just like a couple games on Switch 1. I love that volcano exploding. There was a level like that in the first Galaxy that does something similar. Very cinematic. I love the dynamic camera angles and just the feeling of just zipping around from planet to planet. It's just so much fun. I'm losing my train of thought. I'm going all over the place here. Changing the conversation. What do we get? What do we get? Nice. We landed on Satan. Anyway, what are we talking about here? Let's see. The critters need... Yeah, we were talking about... I was talking about the IR sensor. So, it was on the bottom on the Switch 1 Joy-Con, like right there. Instead of being on the top, where it was on the Wii. So I feel like they could have just put it, like, maybe put like a tiny camera, like, between the ZR and R buttons. And then in the dock, they could have put a, like an IR sensor, the way that they had the one that you would, like the sensor bar that you would put in front of your TV. Because your dock's got to be in front of the TV anyway. So without even having to have like an extra peripheral, they could have just very easily incorporated that into part of the dock, I feel. And then maybe have like an IR sensor that's like in the bezel, like on the top middle of the screen, or like a little camera or something. That way, you know, you could still use the IR pointer controls if you were playing like in tabletop mode with the Joy-Cons attached. I don't know. I feel like that would have been a better solution. Or I was hoping at the very least that the gyro wouldn't be as prone to drifting. And it's still, again, I feel like it's not as bad, but it is more than I would like. I'm having to recalibrate every so often. Hey, get back here, Yoshi. And I don't know, it'd be nice to just completely forgo that, because you never had to recalibrate on the Wii, really. It just always pointed right where you wanted it to point, which was nice. I like this mechanic here where we can sort of use Yoshi's tongue as like a grappling hook. Just kind of lasso ourselves across. Oh, my eye itches. Holy moly. Alright. Ooh, I almost didn't see that gap there for some reason. I had a depth perception fail. I feel like this game makes use of Yoshi's tongue better than just about any other game. It's kind of a weird sentence to say, but you know, being able to pull stuff, being able to grapple with it, like I feel like even Yoshi's own games don't really do enough with his tongue. That sounds kind of weird out of context, but you know what I mean. Look at that Sharky skeleton up there. That charlatan. Ba-ba-da-da-da. Alright. This guy. There you. There's also this weird glitch in the original where you can make Yoshi's tongue, like, abnormally long. I don't know if that glitch is still in this one. It would be like you'd have to, like, use his tongue to latch onto something while simultaneously using, like, a teleporter, and his tongue would just, like, get ridiculously long. I don't know if that's still in this one. I would say it probably is, because I really don't think they went in and, like, patched anything. They still got the infinite Yoshi flutter thing, so yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if that's still intact. We did it, though. We got another star. Skibbity-dee-doo. Starship Mario can now advance.
So, say I didn't mean to pry or anything. What's that thing over there? I mean, be straight with me, pal. You're hatching alien eggs now? Har har.
Is that the angle they're going to go with in the new Mario movie? Because they have confirmed that it's going to be a Mario Galaxy movie. They ended the first one with, like, the post-credits tease about, like, hatching Yoshi. So is the implication going to be that Yoshi is, like, an alien creature from another planet or something? I don't know. Anyway, we're going back to Yoshi Star Galaxy, and we're getting the other remaining one here. Spiny Control. Let's do it. Do-dee-da-do. But yeah, I will say just the increased resolution and the fact that I'm playing this on an OLED display versus the TV I had back in the day whenever I played this game last, it looks really nice. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the way this game looks. It would have been nice if they went in and actually, you know, did more to modernize it, but it is what it is. It still looks solid. It's still the definitive way to play the game. So, yeah. I remember seeing, like, years ago a YouTube video where somebody emulated this game on PC but made it where, like, increased the resolution. Ow, I was trying to eat the other thing. Increased the resolution to make the game 4K, which looked really nice. So it's cool to finally have that in an official capacity, albeit a little frustrating that it took this long to get to this point. But either way, though, we're here. Alright, let's... Man, you go a lot slower when you've got something in your mouth, I feel. Oh, I'm not trying to step on it. Is there like a... I guess not. I thought there'd be like a star around here. So I could just, like, eat all these guys very quickly, but no, I've just wasted all my time. Oh, well. There's still more? Oh. Yeah, we didn't get any, extra lives that time. That's okay, though. Oh, dear. Oh, you son of a gun. Hate that guy. Alright. Let's do that again. I feel like it was a long time before we had any deaths playing the first Mario Galaxy. When we played Mario 64 on the channel, I got into the credits of that game without dying once. We've already died twice in the first episode alone, so that doesn't feel great. Oh, is that not the way forward? There's just a one-up behind that glass, isn't it? Well, where are we headed? Get out here, Lakitu. Nobody likes you. You're dead to me, Lakitu. Now you get to be dead to everybody else. I'm a jerk. Alright, let's bust our way through here. We've only gotten, what, like 3 stars or something like that? Is this our 4th one? We've been going at it for like over 40 minutes at this point, so it's averaging us like over 10 minutes a star. I feel like that ain't great. Maybe I need to quit like stopping for so many star bits here. Oh shoot. Yeah, like we're not gonna bust those open. That's just too time consuming. We're just gonna keep going. I don't know what's with this like rope here, like we're in a boxing ring or something. Probably should have shook it there, but I don't know. I wanted to see what happened if we didn't, but it probably would have been something special if I had done. I don't know. Oh well, whatever. Too bad, too sad, I guess. Yep. Guess if I wanted it bad enough, I could do the Yoshi Infinite Flutter glitch, but we ain't doing all that. We ain't got time for all that mess. So now the only 3D Mario game that's not available on Switch is Super Mario 3D Land, which in my opinion is a really great game. A lot of people say that they think 3D World is just like better in every way, but I don't agree with that. Personally, I think where 3D Land was made as a single player game and not with like up to 4 people in mind, I think the level design's a lot tighter. So I just find it to be more challenging and just kind of more fun for me personally. Mario 3D World, I think, is a little bit boring if you're playing it by yourself, honestly. It's fun if you've got other people to play with, but just as a solo game, not one of my favorite 3D Marios. So yeah, I'd love to see 3D Land come over to the Switch at some point, just to kind of round out the collection. I know people will say, like, well, what about Mario 64 DS? But I didn't really like that version all that much. Like, yeah, it added some extra content, but I still think the OG Mario 64 is the way to go. We probably will get 64 DS at some point, though, just by virtue of the fact that I feel pretty confident, especially now that they're doing, like, GameCube. They're going to put DS games on Switch Online, I have no doubt. Like, I don't know why they wouldn't. DS games were already emulated on the Wii U as part of the Virtual Console for that system. We beat the King Lakitu, though. He's dead. It's kind of a fun one. I like the King Lakitu boss. He should come back in more Mario games. King Boo's a recurring enemy. King Babam shows up a bunch. Why not the King Lakitu? I don't know. Anyway, we beat him. He's dead. Funeral starts tomorrow. Visitations today at 3 o'clock. Come pay your respects. Yada-da-dee-dee-doo. Look at those star bits. Oh, yeah. Okay, what next? Like we got a Hungry Luma. Starship Mario can now advance. Alright. Let's call something strange in the neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Hungry Luma!
Looks like you found a hungry Luma. Hope you got a stack of star bits, because those guys can eat.
Hi. Hey, you got any tasty star bits I can snack on? So hungry, feed me delicious star bits. I need to chow on 300, then I'll transform. Yeah, see, this is why we need to be collecting a bunch, because he wants almost like half of what we got here, so. There you go, buddy. That's the stuff. Oh, so full. I think I'm about to transform. Oh, thank goodness. I didn't know what he was going to say there. I didn't know what it was about to do. Like, this is a family channel. I gotta be careful what we're doing here. Okay. Anyway. New galaxy was born. Oh, well, I guess it wasn't very family friendly after all. He just gave birth to a galaxy, so. We just helped that thing reproduce, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. Flip Swap Galaxy. Think before you shake. What's with all these innuendos all of a sudden we're just being bombarded with? It's like a PSA for, like, men at the urinal. Gotta think before you shake, fellas. Just gotta think about where you're aiming before you try to shake off the last little drizzle. Anyway, just keep going. My commentary is getting progressively more unhinged, which probably means it's about time to wrap up this episode. But not yet. So we got this mechanic here. We just gotta shake the controller and it flips these panels around to change the platforms. This is a mechanic that would return in 3D Land and 3D World. Except in those games, you don't actually shake the controller to get an extra little, bit of adjustment to your landing. So instead, it's just mapped to whenever you jump, which actually makes it kind of harder. So you just jump, and then the tiles will flip on you. Better that they flip on you than flip off you, because that's just rude. Woohoo! I think I saw where someone recreated this level in, was it Game Builder Garage, which was like Nintendo's attempt to kind of recreate PlayStation's dreams, where you can like program your own like games and levels and stuff. Never picked that up for myself though. Nice. We did it. We did it. So that makes what, our 5th star, I believe? Yes, sirree. Star number 5. Got a comet medal. There's one of those hidden in every galaxy. We want to try to get all of them because they will allow comets to appear, which are just extra stages.
You brought back a star, buddy. Know one thing in the galaxy cuter than one of those? Nothing, that's what. Har har har, did I get you on that one?
No. No, you didn't, Lubba. I really hate you. I hated you when I thought you were a man, and I hate you just as much now that I know you're a woman. Alright. Let's get back to the ship. Well, we're already on the ship, but you know what I mean. Back to the level select screen here. Let's see. We'll do maybe one more and then call it there. The Spindig Galaxy. Not to be confused with the Shindig Galaxy, which is just a grand old time. Dig-a-Legs planet. You got to be very careful how you pronounce that, because you do not want to get canceled on YouTube. All right, it's Dig-a-Leg with a D. All right, you watch it. Okay. All right. Now that we've established that, this is kind of a neat new mechanic that was not in the first Mario Galaxy game. We pick up this drill ability, which we can use to dig through soft terrain, like the dirt below here. Just give it a little shake, shake it, baby. Typically, these little craters, these little indents in the ground, kind of give you a hint as to where you want to dig. So once you start tunneling, you can't actually like control it or anything like you can in. I think Sonic Colors had a similar mechanic, and that game might have came out before this one. I'm really not sure. I think they both might have been 2010, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe Sonic Colors was 2009. I don't know. Ah, how'd you get up here? Keep it out for others. Yeah, okay, thanks. Cool story, bro. But yeah, you don't have like full control of where you're digging. You just kind of go in just a straight shot. Take these guys out. I'm not jumping on them because when we jump on an enemy and kill it, that's how it was in the first Mario Galaxy as well. Typically that will net you 1 coin, but coins are only really needed in this game for refilling your health if you take damage, and then if you get, I believe, 50 of them, you get an extra life. But yeah, so it's really not that essential, but you definitely want to get the star bits more, and by shaking the controller to spin into an enemy, that's how you typically get star bits. Where'd you come from? Where you? Okay, yeah, cool. There's a few rare exceptions to that, like the Magi Koopas, for example. For whatever reason, even if you shake the controller, yeah, see, jumping on that guy, we just got a coin. Shaking it, we get these star bits. But for whatever reason, Magi Koopas, they only ever give you coins. Jeez Louise, it takes forever for that guy to put his pedals up. Whatever. We're just gonna ignore it. I don't even care. They did update. They did make it in this game where coins do have somewhat more of a purpose, though. I did kind of forget until I was talking about why coins are useless. That they're actually not useless in this game because there's hungry Lumas that sometimes want coins instead. Your coins don't carry over when you exit the level, though, the same way that your star bits do. So if it's not a level where you actually like have a hungry Luma that you need to feed, then you really don't need to worry about it. Where are we headed here? Do I have to like kill everybody? Hey, could you do me a favor and stop spinning, please? Thank you. KCP is online. I'll be honest, I forget who KCP is. I don't know who they are or why they're in my friend list. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I'm sorry you kept me waiting too. Jeez Louise. What if that was a Kid Icarus Uprising reference? Because this game would have come out around the same time. I don't know if it was the same E3 or not, where they first announced Kid Icarus Uprising. It would have been E3 2010. It might have been, honestly. Because I think that was when they first unveiled the 3DS, which is very nostalgic. I love the 3DS. I remember distinctly watching like the pre-release footage. I guess the 3DS might have been my first system that I like knew about before it came out, you know? Give us a lot of coins here. Maybe we do have a hungry Luma up ahead. I don't know. But yeah, I remember the trailers and stuff for yeah, not for yeah, but I'll keep talking later. It's Super Mario, right? Our new ship is called a Starscream. We're shoving off soon. Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce myself. I found this nifty headlamp, so I'm now the Captain Toad, the Toad Brigade Captain. There's a pretty scary monster past here. Be careful. My voice is gonna be shot. I can't do this. There's a Luma Lee we can talk to, and he will, we can pay him some star bits to either get extra health or an extra life, but we're not going to bother with that. Look who it is, it's Dig-a-Leg again. Be very careful how you say that. Okay? We do not want to get canceled. Alright. Drill, baby, drill. That's right. Reveal your weak spot to me, big boy. Just let it all hang out. Nice. One more hit. I definitely don't think this thing's as impressive as Mega Leg from the first game, which this is kind of more of just like a mini boss. It's not like a main world boss like Mega Leg was. But he was awesome, just the way he just like kind of towered over everything. He was massive, and you'd have to like climb up his leg. It was like a Shadow of the Colossus sort of thing going on. That was just really cool. I'm about to die here if I'm not careful, which would not be good. I think my muscle memory's off because I've been playing some Mario 3D World online with my cousin Brennan. So, yeah, I'm used to how Mario controls in that game versus how he controls here. But there we go, we got him. Nice. Sweet, sweet. So that is our 6th star, I believe. And I guess that's where we will call this episode. So let's grab it, and then we'll see if we got any cutscenes or anything, and then we will call it an episode. Because we've been going for about an hour. So yeah. Diddle-dee-dee-dee-doo. Got a comet medal, some star bits, some coins. Oh, I guess it does keep a running tally of all of our coins. I didn't think it did, but okay. And we can advance.
Oh, one of my little guys is back. I was wondering what happened to the little feller after he fell off. Build a ship to get back, huh? That's my crew for you. Oh, those guys are all friends of yours, right? If you ever want to visit that ship, you can get there with the warp pad.
Yeah, so periodically, just characters and stuff that we encounter will get added here to the Starship Mario. But again, it's kind of just whatever. You know, there's really not a whole lot of points. Just kind of neat. Like, oh, hey, that NPC showed up here. But yeah, there's really not a whole lot to do. But yeah, I guess that's going to be a wrap for this episode, guys. Next time we'll take on the Fluffy Bluff Galaxy, the right side down galaxy. We'll get the second one here, of course, and then we will do the boss fight over in here. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this, please do consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, let me know how you feel about the length of this. This is about an hour. Do you want me to start doing shorter episodes? But, you know, more... it would just take a lot more episodes to get through a series if we do it that way. But let me know down in the comments. And, yeah, I will catch you guys next time. Did I already say to like and subscribe? Yeah, I said that, right? Got short-term memory loss. Suffering from amnesia. I'll say it again just in case. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. And with that, I will catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.